ice. If it comes out. Okay. That's probably gonna melt pretty fast because those ice cubes are small, but still, that's more ice. I think I can start taking ice from work because we have a giant ice machine, so it might be 1 degree colder now. Okay, about 50 degrees, maybe 49. Let me make sure this is in focus this time. Wow, look at that. I hope I'm not blurry. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so day 23, 49, 50 degrees, a little bit colder. Hopefully I'm not blurry like I was last night. So I wanted to expand on my work ethic talk last night because I feel like there's some stuff I didn't fully cover, and I actually can't quite remember exactly what I've been wanting to say because I forget a lot of what I'm trying to focus on outside of work when I'm at work, and then my mind just gets cleared and refreshed when I'm at work. Not refreshed, like reset, not refresh. I don't feel refreshed at work, unfortunately. But I also wanted to talk about perspective, and funny enough, one of my coworkers actually said something today at work that relates to perspective. So I'm gonna see if I can get those two things down today while I get in. God, there's an ice cube on my spine again every time. Yeah. Okay, so in terms of work ethic, I talked about my personal work ethic last night and how I've been working on a lot of things that I'm really passionate about and that I've been wanting to improve in my life. And one of those things is obviously doing this cold water every day, except for the days I was sick, and stretching relatively enough every day, almost every day. Again, when I was sick, I wasn't. Another one of the things I've been wanting to do more regularly is go to the gym. And this month, I think, again, my personal work ethic is kind of morphing into what I need it to be right now because I'm probably not going to lift weights or go to the gym very much this month because my work ethic is going to be put solely on this video project that I'm trying to get done by the end of the month. And it's about the last 10 years of my parkour training, and it's going to be about a 40-minute video, which is the longest video I will have made up until today. And let me get more in here. Ooh. Yeah, okay. And I need to focus my work ethic on this video, A, because it's one of the most passionate things that I've created ever, and B, I think I don't want to let my work ethic get in the way of what I'm passionate about. And by that I mean I want to go to the gym more and I want to lift weights and I want to get stronger, but this month I need to put that to the side so that I can focus on something that means the world to me right now. And in a way I'm still working very, very hard for that thing. But I think I just wanted to briefly talk about if you have a work ethic and you want to work very hard and you want to focus on improving or whatever it be, I think in the past, I used to get in my own way a lot with the goals that I set, and my work ethic and determination I had for one goal got in the way of a lot of other things that I was actually really passionate about. And I guess it could be a common thing of being so dead set on needing to do something that you put to the side or lessen the importance of something you're actually equally, if not more, passionate about. And I think I just want to say that you got to be careful with that kind of stuff, because editing this video, which is about the last 10 years of my life, I'm realizing how much of those 10 years I spent working very hard on something that doesn't actually give me as much fulfillment as I would have been happy with. And there's a lot more I could have been doing and enjoying and working just as hard for, but instead I was so dead set on achieving these goals that I set for myself that I actually got in my own way. And I think I just want to bring that up and say to be careful about it. And really, I guess it's just that corny phrase of just following your heart and your passions. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was today my coworker actually said, I was walking by him and he randomly just said, all of us got first world problems and we need to stop bitching, which I agree to a certain extent. I live in America and I'm in this apartment, in this bathtub with a fucking really advanced phone, and I have a job, I have a full-time job, and I have so many things that I am very privileged to have and very blessed to have. And I actually didn't consider phrasing it this way until he said it at work, and it kind of just came into mind of what I wanted to say more clearly tonight. But he said, we have first world problems, we need to stop bitching. And I walked away and came back because I was in the middle of something, but I was like, hey, I agree, but also you're wrong. We all have first world problems, but, oh fuck, what did I say? I think I said, we're allowed to complain, but we need to be more grateful. Something along the lines of, no matter where you are, you can consider the gratitude that you should have and the privilege that you have, but it doesn't mean that your pains or your worries or your struggles are invalid. It actually just means that you should consider everything to be grateful for. And for me, that's really relevant because I remember getting a comment on one of my Instagram posts like 4 years ago, and it didn't affect me, but at the same time, it also cut me really deep. And it's been something that I've been unable to forget, but I posted something about just being not good online, which is already a great idea if you're feeling bad about yourself. But anyways, somebody made a comment of like, dude, I know somebody without a leg and they live in this so-and-so place, like, get your chin up, dude, like, stop complaining. And obviously that made me feel worse, and I couldn't quite put it together, but I wanted to convey how unhelpful that is. And I think obviously a little bit of that comment was rooted in anger and frustration towards me because I have all this privilege and I'm not grateful for it, or I'm voicing that I'm upset, yet I have all this privilege. And so there's probably a level of frustration that they wanted to make me aware of by saying, dude, stop being a bitch, like, get your shit together and be happy because you should be, which is a very valid point. But I think, A, that's counterintuitive because you telling me I'm weak and I'm a bitch and I need to stop complaining makes me feel like 100 times shittier about myself and my life. And so that's very opposite of what your intended goal is. But also on top of that, I think it's a really common reaction to when somebody says, dude, you could have it so much worse, is to go, oh fuck, all right, you're right, well, I suck. And then you feel even worse. And anyways, when my coworker said that, it for some reason just clicked in that moment. And it feels like the intention of saying that is for you to notice everything that's right in your life and not to feel bad about everything that you feel is wrong with your life. Because really, what is the fucking use of being aware of how weak you are to everything that's wrong in your life? And I think there's some cases where, yeah, you could consider how maybe you could get through it. But really, invalidating somebody's agony is kind of just a shitty thing to do. And if somebody's going to be hurt by something or hung up on something, why are you going to tell them that they can't be? Because, first of all, pain and emotions are subjective, and you'll never know what they're feeling or how they're feeling about something. And somebody could be a lot more hung up on something that you wouldn't be, and you'd be a lot more hung up on something that somebody else might not be. But also, generally, just don't tell people how to feel. It's kind of just not a good thing to do. And being told what to do or how to feel doesn't make people feel better. And I think about very often my privilege, and I try to use it as something to make me feel better about the life I have, but in a sense of I'm still allowed to feel shitty about the things that I do, because I should be allowed to feel shitty about the things that I do, because ultimately I also can't just turn off my feelings. And if I'm going to feel shitty about something, I'm just going to feel shitty about something, and trying to say stop feeling bad about it isn't going to do anything. And it's not that simple, and emotions aren't that simple, and mental health isn't that simple. And I guess my breakdown is what I said to my coworker and what I just explained in a really long-ended way. And I wish I could remember exactly what I said. I should have written it down, but I just thought it was something pretty important to cover, because for me it's very, very relevant, and I think about it every day. And I'm realizing that feeling bad about myself isn't helping anything. And the goal is to feel better or appreciate more about my life while still going through whatever I'm going through, and feeling like it's easier because I realize everything that I can appreciate. But I'm still allowed to feel bad, and you are still allowed to feel bad, and people are still allowed to feel bad, and they can do that while also appreciating the things that they have in their life. And with everything going on in the world right now, and in every city and in every place, there's suffering on so many horrible levels that I can never comprehend, because I have had such a privileged life. I can't imagine some things that real people are experiencing every day. And for a long time, especially after that comment that I was talking about, I thought about that every day, and I dwelled on it, and I felt worse because I just felt so shitty for feeling shitty. And it was just a cycle of feeling shitty about feeling shitty, feeling shitty about feeling shitty about feeling shitty, and then just over and over and over, and I didn't get any better, and it didn't make me any happier, and it didn't make me appreciate anymore. So I think the goal is to just say, okay, let me take a step back and think about all the things I can be happy I have, and all the things I can be happy for, and then let me go through whatever I'm going through and get through it however I get through it. And I don't know. So now I feel like I've been in here for a minute, but I'm really trying to get better at this whole process, and I'm trying to have a better way of communicating and speaking, because making all these videos this last month or so has really shown a light on how much I would like to improve my communication skills and just speaking in general and conveying and communicating ideas and thoughts that I have, because it's really hard for me to do because I have so many of them. And I feel like I'm being made very aware of the difficulty I have with talking, and not really awkwardness or shyness anymore like I used to have, but clearly and non-messily speaking about what I'm thinking about. I feel like I've been made very aware of through these videos, and I'm trying to get better at it. Because I think it would be cool to be able to talk better. I don't know. Anyways, back to work ethic. I gotta get this done because now I gotta go film more for that video that I'm making of the last 10 years, because I still want to add a couple clips if I can still film them and get them done by near the end of this month. So I'm going to work on that, and I'm going to go to the gym if I can, but I'm not going to let it get in the way of my other things. But if I have nothing else to do, I will go. But other than that, I'll be in here every night, or hopefully the river. I really miss the river. I would love to try and get there this weekend, and we'll see if I can. But yeah, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep stretching. I'm going to work on my video. Got a lot of stuff going on, but I'm feeling better about myself every day in a way, and I'm happy that I'm feeling this way. And this is nice. And I've been in this cold water for a very long time, and I feel like I'm just now noticing that I've been in cold water for a very long time. So something's improving since I started this, and it feels cool. So until tomorrow, until day 24, I'll see you later. Peace.